Hello, and welcome back to this commentary playthrough of Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. This will be part 9. So, in the last sequence we were doing some Dalit side missions and generally just picking up a bunch of items like Timber Maniacs, getting rare cards, and all sorts of whatnot. So, hopefully you watched the last video before you came here. And right now we are going to be doing the Laguna Dream Sequence, number 2. So this place actually has some rewards that you'll get much later on in the game. So it's kind of important to do these steps in order, kind of talk through it and just show it. So hopefully you just follow along and, you know, just do it. You'll get some pretty interesting things in the end. Okay, so if you enter the dream state, just make sure that you had Squall, Questus, and Selfie all equipped with GFs and magic, because all that stuff's going to transfer over here. Whatever Selfie had is going to transfer over to Ward, and Laguna's is Squall's, and Kyros will be Questus' stuff. But if you don't like the setup, go ahead and mess with it from here, because he just reminded us, hey, check your GFs and everything. And then we are going to be thrown into quite a few forced battles throughout this area. So there'll be nothing back here. Just run down. So these guys act just like Galvadian soldiers. I mean, they don't really have anything that great. You can't card them, so. And then literally the best battle music in the game. I hate that it's only played for a few sections of it. So Time Magic Refine was just learned by Diablos. Very, very good ability to have here. Quakes are powerful just like tornadoes. So get enough Dino Bones, you can get those from refinement of the T-Rexar card, or you can get them from dropped items from the T-Rexar itself. Dragonfin will turn into doubles, so if you're just missing any and you want to plus up to 100, then go ahead and use them. Black holes for the demis. That's what I was saying earlier. I mean, demi, like, you could have stayed and kept drawing from Diablos, you probably would have missed a lot. But the refinement, you can learn demis pretty easily from this. And then magic that we really want in the future is haste. Haste is really good magic to have. It'll make your ATB bar go shooting up. So then because he did that, I'm just going to check. And then we want to start learning the other refinement. So at the fork, you want to go straight. there'll be a confused draw point here. Just give us anyone, doesn't really matter. Go down this ladder. It's kind of hard to see. Yeah, so those are more elite enemies. They use a shotgun ability. It hits a little bit harder. They kind of function the same as the red Galbadian commanders. Actually, I don't think we want this. Yeah, this place will forever be a maze. So. Yeah, take the right path first. This is what we'll do. Okay. Yeah, you want to get this long hallway first. And we won't always fight soldiers here. There will be a chance that we will meet the enemy Jespers and a rare encounter with elastoids. If you do find elastoids, I would try to card those because they turn into steel pipes into refinement, and you're going to need those for a later side objective. And then the Jespers, just kind of don't play around with them too much because they will use a move called Degenerator on you, and that's an instant kill. So you could have a party wipe pretty quickly if you're not careful. In this area, if you just kind of walk towards this, like, ring of things, just kind of mash X around it, hit pickup, and then you're going to receive this old key. You're always going to lose it, and you're going to hear that sound. So this doesn't mean that you lost something for good. This is going to actually help us with getting items in the future for Squall and this party. So just find that key and take these screens over. This section's kind of important, so you can't mess this up, and if you do mess this up, reload your game and start back where you can. So from here you kind of want to step over these, and then you want to head towards this middle one. There we go. So you got to get kind of like in a kind of an angle at the latch up top. We'll come over this plan. Banter. So in this one, just choose tamper with it. Great. So you won't be able to run to the left anymore because you're going to fall into your own trap, and he'll actually make a mention of that. So what you want to do from here is you want to head back. There you go. So this is kind of the runaround with this place. We'll have to go all the way around, do all these little battles. And again, if you don't want the experience or anything like that, you can run from those. Just, you can't card human enemies. But I don't mind taking extra levels because you kind of need them. Why wouldn't you want to be in battles with him? You don't get them often, and he has the best music in the game. Yeah, these guys are just class above, so annoying to deal with. Then come back down here, and then in this little hallway, there's going to be the same issue with the key thing. So if you kind of spam around this area with X, clean this up. Yeah, so you come right here, he'll say, you know, the same line, just pick it up. And the goofball's gonna lose it again. And that's okay, because it's gonna turn into an item later for us down the line. So those are the two old keys that you can find and lose. Right here, this is where we want to tamper with this one. And this is the first look at a Jesper. So Shell and Protect Magic, if you want to spend time to collect these, it's kind of advised to. It'll help out with your Vitality and Spirit Junctioning. I think at the level that this Jesper is at right now, he doesn't have a chance of pulling out the Degenerator move. I think they have to be within the 20s or 30s, like usually when they would pull that off. Very strange creature. Likes to heal you and this is why we have times that are young. So with that sound, What he was talking about was the latch is already loosened since we just came this way. You do have to come this way though in order for that sequence to play out. So you won't be able to do anything with the lever, but it's already loosened up. And this will pop open in a later sequence that we're going to run into. So as long as you come that way, you're good to go. And we were inflicted with some blind and some silence. So not a good enemy to stick around and battle with. I mean, those things are going to do a lot of status elements to you. But at least we pulled out the 100 protection shells for each character, so it'll help out in the future. So, you know, now we can get rid of Kier and actually put, like, a better magic like Protect for its vitality. Confuse will be good to put in a status defense, but we just don't have that yet, so stock up on them while you can now. They won't be available until about disc 2. Okay, that's a really good one to learn. So Magic Refinement, mid-Magic Refinement is good for just that. Like now we can turn our basic magics into the second tier of magic. And it's pretty useful, so you can just go back, you know, and kind of stock up on old magics again and again and again. If you have a stockpile of 100, you can only get up to 20, so you'll have to do that, you know, 5 different times. How useful it is to you is, you know, what you make of it. But it's, you know, those things are pretty good always to have around. Let's see here. So we'll do some elemental defense. That should do it for that. Let's come around here again, and then we're going to run right back around. Singles over here. We'll just kind of cure ourselves up again. So then come back around to this side again, and you're gonna have to interact with the right panel this time. So make sure to get rid of these things. As long as you hear that squeaking sound, you know you're good. Let's see, for the sake of time, I just want to make sure that I did this right, so I'm going to turn on that no encounters. The last thing I want to do is lead you guys Rari here. So we didn't get the tamper option with the left one, but I'm pretty sure you do. Let's see here. Okay, so it doesn't look like it happens, okay. That's fine, so I would make sure. Gives us another chance to stock up on some more confuses. Now, this part's kind of delicate, so you really want to handle it to the best you can, because it does set you up in the future. Nothing that's, like, imperative, you know, like, or you absolutely need to do it. It's just nice stuff to have in the future. But anyway, from here, we are going to actually go up now. I'll turn on the encounters again. So, from here, you head to the right, there's like this little section. It's kind of obscure and hidden. It'll wrap around to a save point. So if you want to save, this is a another one of those hidden save points, so if you don't have your move find ability, you won't be able to see it. Just in case things go wrong. Alright, so you'll see this boulder. Just keep that boulder in mind. Head up the screen. So you'll come to this little thing on the ground. You actually want to interact with it. This little detonator. And the sequence that you want to do this is the furthest boulder and then the nearest boulder. So it'll be the red switch and then the blue switch. Because if you do the nearest boulder first, you're going to actually damage the control, and then you won't be able to blast the other boulder. And this stuff just reveals more things later on in the game, once the party actually comes to this place. Alright, so with that, you saw that the hatch popped down. That's the kind of stuff that we do want. So if your hatch stays kind of in its position, then you either didn't tamper with it or you didn't go and, you know, make it do the squeaky sound thing. So that item will be lost forever. Then here we want to hit the blue switch. There we go, we got all three hatches popped open. Alright, so that's exactly what we wanted. The detonator is no good to us anymore, so we'll continue up the screen here. And in this area is where you're more likely to find the elastoid enemy, so if you do come across one, check its draws and try to transform it into a card. I'll kind of stick around this area real quick and see if I can pull one. we go. So the dispel magic is like, you absolutely need his magic. Those future enemies that we're coming up against, they're all kind of magic based, and you know, the AI knows how to cast helpful spells on itself or on its allies. So just having dispel is going to make a lot of battles much more simpler. And since this is a low-level Elastoid, all it's going to do is that little slam move. So really no damage to really speak of and worry about here. Just take your time and draw the stuff. This is one of the earliest points you'll get this spell, so you do really want to come across these things. I think this spell actually kind of fits in the status element resistance pretty well. So it's just really nice magic to have. More with ward here. Yeah, for these long, like, stalking sessions, I'll probably have to start editing these things out, because, you know, or you can just skip past this part, probably make an annotation in there saying, like, hey, when the battle actually concludes or something. I don't really want Laguna attacking here because you know, he's doing so much damage that he might actually kill it, and that's not what we want to do. But this thing is pretty resistant to it. Then with that Elastoid, we'll turn him into a steel pipe. And if you've done enough card battling and actually got lucky with getting enough of those things, you should end up with about 6 steel pipes right now. There's multiple ways to get them though, and I'll kind of briefly go over that when we actually get to the point of needing them. But 6 is what you need, like, as of the rest of the game. And don't use them because the ability that comes with it is just not that good for the GFs to learn. They learn it automatically. Come around here and hit this boulder. Just kind of hit X. Lagoon is absolutely losing his mind. It will continue upwards. And then, as you see, it just wraps around. So as long as you hit those 3 boulders, you made those latches fall down, you are set up for when we come back to this area, much later sequence. Find the Elastoid enemy and get the spells off of it. If you want to find, if you weren't lucky enough and you didn't get, you know, six of them for the card stuff, then, I mean, sit around there, get 6 of them, turn them into cards, and you'll have your 6 steel pipes. Pretty easiest way to do it right now at this stage of the game. Alright, so this upcoming sequence is just going to be a battle. one of the AI is going to do a move called Soul Crusher, and it hits Kiros and Ward down to 1 HP. Just kill the enemy as quickly as you can, so you don't have to deal with anyone getting knocked out. Generally, though, sometimes it does happen. Just kind of luck of the draw here. Not much to this battle other than just kind of hitting them. There we go. So the goof fell down. Should have just jumped in the water, man. Alright, so that was the that Centra excavation site. Like I said before, just make sure you hit those 3 doors, hit the 3 boulders, and you'll unlock a bunch of different things that and get the 2 old keys. And then you'll unlock a bunch of different things once we see that place again in the future. If not, then you're gonna miss out on those items for good, and you know, probably have to do it on the next playthrough or something. So from out here, there are new enemies that you can counter. One's called a Blood Soul, and then there's another one called a Belhelmel. Let's see if we got those cards, actually. Yeah, so the Belhelmel is, I mean, they're relatively, these are all weak monsters at this stage. This thing will just kind of dissolve blade you. Doesn't really have anything interesting to kind of get as far as draw is concerned. Blood Soul, though, the Blood Soul, these things will actually do have some kind of interesting magic. I know higher level ones will have like Drain and stuff like that, but Zombie is what they carry primarily. So the zombie status element, if you attach that to your weapon, you can actually turn multiple enemies into zombies, and that'll just make them susceptible to cure magics and revive magics and stuff like that. So you can pretty much insta-kill a live enemy if you are able to inflict zombie. And the same could be said on your characters as well. So kind of a little bit dangerous thing to fight, since that it can cast zombie on you. So just be careful in this area, especially when you're running around with 1 HP people. But other than that, I think that'll conclude this episode. So on the next one, we're going to be heading into this building over here, which is the Galbadian Garden. Garden just like ours, so we'll get to see more of the story and stuff like that once we return. So thank you for watching this episode, and have a great day.